Good day, it's Menno, flat and townhouse specialist at EXP South Africa. Today I just want to discuss why correct pricing of your apartment or townhouse is so important before going to market. A property that comes onto the market at a price which is relatively close to a market price, or a reasonable price if one can call it that, is likely to attract people that have been doing lots of research already, buyers that have been shopping for a while, people that are ready to commit and sign. In other words, serious, well-qualified buyers. A property that comes onto the market at way too high, where the seller might think they can always lower the property or the price of the property, that property normally attracts people who've just started looking, just putting their toe into the pond and just getting an idea as to what's available, and they have no idea as to what the values are yet and where they want to be. So they're not really ready at that stage to actually commit and buy. That's the type of people one is attracting very often. A lot of interest, but not serious interest, when one overprices the property. And then what happens is, if you do price the property correctly from day one, and you're attracting those correct buyers, those buyers that are ready to commit, there's a lot of competition amongst them, because the property's gone onto the market with a lot of impact. It's a new release. There's lots of fresh interest. And people tend to be afraid that they're going to lose out on the property. So there's a fear of loss, and people therefore commit to better offers, and you really tend to get a decent price when you price your property correctly from the outset. If you don't, and after a month or 2, 3, you sort of realize that from the feedback from the market you're getting, your property's probably been overpriced, what's generally happening then is that the people who at the beginning were looking at your property and weren't yet that ready and serious, they see this property months later, and then they see, oh, well, it's still in the market. There's got to be something wrong with that property, or the seller has got to be very desperate. So what you generally find is, if you do end up dropping your price after a while, your property becomes overexposed. And you tend to get people taking chances, people coming in with ridiculously low offers. So it becomes more and more difficult as time goes by. So yes, it is very important for the seller to price the property correctly. Remember one thing as well, this is vital. The seller is the one that controls the property. You as a property owner determine what price the property must go to market for. The estate agent can advise you as to the correct price, and can obviously do a decent job at marketing it, has to have great exposure, has to have negotiation skills. So it's very important that you choose the correct agent to make sure that you do price the property correctly, get the correct advice, and your property is marketed correctly. But ultimately, you as the owner or the seller, you determine the price. So if your price is way off, then unfortunately your property is going nowhere. So anyway, if you want to have advice regarding the sale of your property, call me, just chat to me. I'll give you a free valuation or any other advice you need. Feel free to give me a call and I'll be happy to assist. Cheers.